If you're a dedicated viewer of this series, you know my love of hunting and filming the great cats of Africa, both lion and leopard. Both are a challenge and neither generally come easy. Last week, Trigicon's Chuck Ward teamed up with noted lion expert and professional hunter Cliff Walker to take a truly exceptional lion in Zimbabwe's Chawari North concession in an exciting but unexpected encounter. With a world-class lion in the salt, Chuck now shifted his attention to leopard under the veteran hand of professional hunter Mark Villaro. As I always caution the would-be cat client, cat luck is as fickle as the cats themselves, even in the best areas. And Mr. Spots is infamous for his ability to drive hunters mad with his unpredictable nature. He has beat me far more than I've beat him over the years, but man, do I love hunting him. But even as Chuck plays the leopard game, he makes time to hit the Zambezi River in search of the aquatic killer we know as the Nile crocodile, also one of my favorite hunts in Africa. We're headed deep into Zimbabwe's Zambezi Valley as Chuck Ward continues his safari adventure. Welcome to Trigicon's World of Sports Afield.
So we spent the morning chasing after leopards, sitting in the blind, and then doing a bait run to see if there's been any activity. It's been very slow, one female on the baits. With a change in weather today, so maybe that's driving some of the behavior, but also seen some traveling tracks, so maybe the leopards are just moving from area to area. So we're going to take the afternoon and go after the croc we saw yesterday. It's a little windy and choppy, but the bay we're in is a little secluded, so hopefully the baits will do their job, and we can spend a little time waiting there, and we have as much time as we need today because I don't know that we're going to sit for a leopard tonight. So if we get a shot, it'll be great. You're on Trichicon World of Sports Afield. It's a little more unnerving to be up here now after the alligators, or excuse me, the crocodiles came out because they are big and they're very sneaky and very aware. So for U.S. boys never seen a crocodile before, now I'm going to stay far for sure.
Well, we back at our crocodile spot where we saw the big croc yesterday evening. We've come put out the front half of the kudu as well as part of some hippo ribs that we were using for leopard bait. So yeah, we're just going to go back in the, back on the blind side of the little island and sit under the sausage tree and wait. There's been about 5 crocodiles popping up already upstream, so they're getting used to this. There's one there, I don't think we saw him yesterday, but he had a big head to him, a nice light coloured one, which is unusual. certainly wasn't the big guy we saw. He was a black crocodile. So this light-coloured fella is,
That's right,
yeah, I wouldn't mind looking at him as well. But yeah, hopefully it won't take them long.
I'll be
It's an
right here if he
overcast
comes.
day.
I'll let you know.
So yeah, it's not going to be too hot for them either. So hopefully they're hungry and come in quickly. So if you look just to the left of the bushes, you've got two crocodiles facing in the water. Not the close one, the far one is the big one. You see with the brain shot is you're trying to hit that.
Yeah.
If you hit dirt right, he doesn't move. A neck shot, you basically got the same sort of target except it's lengthwise. So it's a lot longer than just trying to hit a golf ball. The plan with the crocodile is if you're going to brain shoot him, is you're wanting to hit him probably, or you find his eye level, you come directly back from his eye and you hit him in the middle of those horns. So the plan is to try to pop the top of his skull off. That's if you're doing a brain shot. The egret almost got caught by a crocodile. Oh, trying to catch it. But yeah, it all depends on your rest and how comfortable you are. Quite a few guys do the neck shot just because you're there and a lot of times you do have a little bit of movement left and right, not too much up and down, so they feel a little bit more comfortable to hit them in the neck.
When most people load a solid bullet on safari, they're generally after elephant, buffalo, or maybe even hippo. But there's another reason I always carry some solids on safari. Africa is full of smaller antelope, often referred to as the tiny 10, although there's actually a lot more than 10. These miniature trophies are desirable, they're difficult to bag, and most of all, delicate when compared to even average-sized plains game. Generally, the hunter who secures any of these small antelopes opts for a life-size mount, which I certainly favor as the best way to display these beautiful animals. But a soft point bullet will often, especially if it even touches bone, cause massive holes in the thin hides, which are next to impossible to repair or hide on these fragile capes. The answer is a solid bullet. Many times I've been hunting buffalo and run into one of these small prizes. At that point, I simply eject a soft point, slip a solid into the chamber, and take my shot. Even when you're hunting the big stuff, remember that good things do come in small packages, and the next time it happens to you, you'll be prepared because you listened to old Dave's solid suggestion.
The bait had now been in the water for 2 days, and it was obvious that the crocs had found it. Even better, the big croc, previously spotted downriver, had arrived and was actively feeding on the bait. Want to know what one of the most nerve-wracking shots in all of Africa is? I promise you, Chuck Ward does. Now, all Chuck has to do is, well, be perfect.
Okay, Chuck, he's the one on the left. The big one on the left there with his head out the water. There's one behind it, so just wait for him to clear out.
I'm ready when you're ready, Chuck.
Just take your time, there's no rush. Okay, good shot.
So that looked like a great shot. I want to thank my friends at Remington for recommending this particular rifle and Hornady ammunition, and here in Trigicon World of Sports Field. Thank you, Mark.
Well done. Good job.
Thank you.
Well done. Thank you.
See, we're supposed to do this. I'm learning.
Oh man, how you feeling, man? How was that?
Oh, it's the adrenaline every time, and it's just the stuff you dream about. You know, it's some stuff you don't even dream about, actually, and when you get the opportunity and it's in your scope and you can see it in a reticle, you know, all the hard work that goes into it, it's just wonderful when it all comes together.
Pleasure, sir. Good shooting. Yeah, with the crocodile, especially this time of the year in the heat, it's a little bit more tricky. So you've got to bait them and get them to come to bait. If it was middle of the year, June, July, when the water's cold, then you do a lot of spot and stalk, where you just spot them on the side and then put in a stalk and they're busy sunning themselves. But yeah, you just have to adapt to the different changes in weather and make a plan.
Sure. Well, I can't imagine this ending any better. I do very much appreciate it.
Yeah.
With the big crocodile now riding shotgun, the pressure of today faded like the evening sun that was slowly sinking into the horizon. There is pure magic in making your way back to a happy camp, especially if your return is made on the broad shoulders of one of Africa's most historic waterways, the mighty Zambezi River. Better catch some shut-eye though, Chuck, for tomorrow the leopard hunt continues.
So it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. We're up early here at the camp. We're going to go back this morning before the sun comes up and see what's on the bait this morning. So we're excited. What a peaceful night. What a peaceful place. Looking for a great day.
Another early morning, yet another empty bait tree. But this is the grind that is often the reality of a leopard hunt. But only sunset on your last day will stop hope or your best efforts. And hope was still alive.
So it's right after our morning sit, about 6 a.m. No activity here at the sausage tree bait. We hung a new impala last night and nothing came to, at least nothing touched the bait, so we're checking the photos now to see if he was up there. He hasn't eaten anything all week, so he could have climbed the tree and just not had anything to eat. But Doesn't look like there's any activity, so we'll go check all the baits again and see what else is going on.
It was a male that was with her.
Two.
Yeah, there were two. There was one that went off to the right.
A little anxious because we know there's cats here all along this bank and then into the blind. They've been on the bait. So we got about an hour before the sun goes down. We're coming in late on purpose, just to try not push this cat too hard. Hopefully he's already on the bait or on his way to the bait. So we got a little bit of a walk just to keep it quiet and sneak in there because we're coming in late. But hopefully we'll get up there and it'll either be on the bait and we'll get a shot.
A quiet walk into the bait Mark wanted to try for an afternoon hunt yielded an unexpected and heart-stopping surprise. Glancing across the dry stream bed and partially screened by bush, Mark somehow spotted a leopard resting underneath the deep shade of overhanging branches. Slowly and quietly the hunters knelt down so Mark could get a better look at the alert but obviously unsure cat. This is where the experienced PH earns his pay. Sizing the cat up, the big ears and the more slender face and neck told Mark that this was a mature female, not the big male he knew to be in the area. Mark knew a direct route downriver would now spook the female and perhaps an unseen male with her, so a long loop was now necessary so they could approach the blind unseen by any cat that might be feeding on the bait.
Trigicon's World of Sports Afield has been presented by Trigicon, brilliant aiming solutions. DSC, conservation, education, and protecting hunters' rights. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Voigt Harness Company, Mud River, travel, train, hunt. Ripcord Rescue Travel Insurance, Sports Afield Trophy Properties, the Wildlife Gallery, and by Sam Hunter Training, because you only get one first shot.
As I said earlier, only the last rays of daylight can bring an end to a leopard safari. And with those last seconds, a leopard, at long last, finally made its appearance. But the excitement of winning this part of a hard-fought battle was now dampened as Mark whispered, "Chuck, it's a female." Yet there was beauty and satisfaction in this shared moment, a rare chance to appreciate the cat, the country, and the play to the last moment effort.
So we spent a solid 12 days focused on leopards, and every day checking baits, every day sitting where we thought we had opportunities. A lot of hard work to do that, and unfortunately through those 12 days we worked hard but never really got an opportunity at a male on bait. We've seen plenty of females. Sometimes in the daytime the same females would be there laying there waiting for us to come, and then they'd wandered off, but the males wouldn't. Makes you wonder why females would do it but the males wouldn't. But I guess you don't get big and old as a leopard if you're not smart. That puts an end on the leopard hunting. I would say that it's been a fantastic experience. Certainly disappointed we didn't get anything, but we originally booked for a June-July hunt, and COVID pushed us off until November, and we knew it'd be hard hunting. It's been hot. We've seen a lot of leopards. We spent a lot of time maintaining the sites. Saw some males off the site, on the way in and out, just never where we needed them to shoot. So it just helps me grow an appreciation for how tough it is to leopard hunt, and I'm looking forward to the next time. It's been a real privilege to have this opportunity to hunt, particularly in the year of the COVID crisis, to be able to sneak into Africa, to spend a little money here to support conservation and those that work in this business. I originally signed up for safari to chase a leopard. To that end, I'm disappointed that I didn't get a leopard, but I got the full leopard experience, and I'm excited about it. We're leaving. It's been a great trip here to the Zambezi and Zimbabwe and Shawari North. What else can you say other than it's been really hot and I'm anxious to have AC. So I'd just like to thank everybody at Chifuti Safaris, Remington, Hornady, Cryptek, Boyd, and most of all, Trigicon. Having these opportunities to hunt, it's a lifelong dream, and I'm truly blessed to be able to do it.